What's up, yo? Back with another one. Yeah, I know I fuck with the transhumanism and the cyborgs and the chipping and shit. And remember the doll that had a baby sister and they trying to clickbait and say they had a baby. Remember Sophia?
Mm.
Yeah, so now we got dolls that do different things. But I want one. Ain't much seen after this video, but it's cool. So watch this and then I'll be back later. Bye.
Year thanks to her massive following on Instagram. She shot campaigns for Alès and French luxury house Balmain. Also, Shudu isn't human. Former fashion photographer and Shudu creator Cameron James Wilson refers to her as the world's first digital supermodel. He runs his modeling agency, The Digitals, from his apartment in Weymouth, an English harbour town. So how does it work? Let's just say I'm a client, right? What do I do? Where do I go from there? I pick a model?
No, you would email me, talk about your project, probably ask what models are available, because that's what most clients do.
Even if they're digital, presumably they're always available.
It depends on the project, because I'm very kind of picky when it comes to partnering who with who.
In the same way that a model might say, Gucci isn't for me, but Chanel totally. You're the same with the digitals?
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of trying to build a character with them, and you can't do that by just letting any client pick what. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't work. Right now, I've just loaded in Shudu's file.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of where I start, just a very, very kind of blank expression, T-pose. Over the years, I've kind of added a lot more skin texture to the point where now I have to Photoshop it a little bit to give it that kind of Photoshop look.
That great Photoshop look.
That Photoshop look.
What was your inspiration for Shudu?
Growing up, I really, really loved the kind of 90s supermodel, where this kind of depiction of women was almost like a superhero in a way.
You don't think that part of the attraction is that the clients don't have to deal with an actual person?
They still have to deal with a person. At the end of the day, I'm on the other end of the line. I do see the appeal, though, that people understand how that character is going to be portrayed. You're not going to see them falling out of a car drunk or anything like that, which is a positive, but as I mentioned earlier, also a negative, because people like that kind of thing.
Do you feel a connection with Shudu more so than with the other models?
Yeah, absolutely. She was the first model that I created. She pulled me out of a situation where I was feeling horribly depressed and really kind of, in a way, changed my life. I mean, how can I not be grateful to her? And she's not even real.
The fact that Cameron, a white man, created the image of a highly Africanized black woman and profits from its notoriety hasn't gone unnoticed. What was your reaction the first time that you read a tweet or an article that suggested that you were racist?
My reaction was, here we go. But you have to consider some of these points. I looked into it. Didn't necessarily agree, but at least I explored that in myself.
There's an element of being able to admire blackness without ever having to deal with a black woman, right? What do you think of that?
I think that's a horrible way to look at it, really. I don't think that's the reasoning behind anything I've ever done. If that was the case, then why would I use a motion capture actress that was a black woman? The problem with Shudu is she's very hyper-real. She looks so realistic that you believe that she's a woman and you treat her as such, but she's not. People are booking a digital model and they're booking her because she's the world's first digital supermodel. If I had made a white model, if I had made an Asian model, they would want her just the same.
Last month, Cameron contributed to the makeover of one of America's most famous white men, KFC's Colonel Sanders. But he isn't the only person creating virtual characters. Cameron declined to tell us how much he's made off of his models, but investments from Sequoia Capital, among others, value the company behind another virtual influencer, Lil Miquela, at $125 million.
Oh, I was so impressed. I'm wait, wow.
digital models will go hand in hand with real models, and real models are going to have digital replicas and things like that. I mean, you can live forever as a digital model. Your appearance can be used for generations. You imagine what will happen if Kim K gets a 3D double made. It's like, will it ever end? Do you know what I mean? And that's what's going to happen. You know, people will become heirlooms. They will become part of you will inherit them.
Leave the comments in the comment section. Like, subscribe, the rest of this shit.